All right, all right. What's up? Welcome into another Friday night preview and prediction. As we're going to talk a little bit about the big showdown tomorrow. Two top 25 teams in the college football playoff rankings. Number 21, South Carolina. Number 23, Missouri Tigers. Square off tomorrow at Williams-Brice Stadium, 4:15. So we're going to talk a little bit about the game. I guess I'm talking about the game. My buddy Jordan Dealmaker is supposed to be here, but yeah, he's MIA. So who knows? Who knows? He may pop in here in a few minutes. But what's up, everybody? What's up, Mr. Todd? How you doing? Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you're new. If you want to become a channel member, you can do that as well. Hit a super chat if you want to contribute to the channel as well. All this stuff's appreciated. What's up, Oscar Attaway Jr.? How you doing, sir? How you doing tonight? Good to see you in here. I don't think you've ever been in one of my live streams. I know you've been in with Rooster a couple times, but appreciate you stopping by and giving me an opportunity to, talk about the game, some things like that. So I'm not an expert, but I'm just here having fun. Love my Gamecocks, and we're going to get through this game talking a little bit about it. Like I said, great matchup. Two teams that kind of similar, I guess you could say. Both of these two teams are phenomenal on defense. Play real solid and sound and fundamental defense. Both of them's ranked pretty high when I look at statistics. Just looking through some defensive statistics. Both of these teams are ranked pretty good up there. So it should be it could turn into a defensive struggle, could turn into an offensive explosion. We'll see. Whoever can make the most explosive plays tomorrow. So give me 1 second. Yeah, Todd, you're right. As long as we protect the ball, we should be fine. That's the key. Turnovers, Missouri real active, trying to get turnovers, trying to get takeaways. We got to be on our game tomorrow. Lenore's has got to protect the ball at all costs. The running backs are got to hold on to it. Can't lay the football on the ground. If we do that, we could be in some serious trouble tomorrow. So far, through the last couple of games, we've been pretty solid at taking care of the football. Yeah, we've had a few, but it didn't hurt us. Okay, so we're taking care of the ball so far through the last few games, and I think South Carolina is hitting our stride. Okay, we're playing probably some of our best football this year. These last couple of games, I'd have to say. And Todd Gwynn, you're correct. We have had a tougher schedule in Missouri, so who knows? Like I said, I look at the stats, but I don't put a whole lot into them because, like you said, Todd, these things are skewed occasionally based on your level of competition, who you played. And looking at Missouri's schedule, I mean, they're probably best win would probably be, I don't know, Auburn or Oklahoma, which they barely beat Oklahoma last week. I mean, it took a barrage of scoring at the end of the game, man. I mean, it was like a scoop and score, a touchdown. It was like back and forth the last 4 or 5 minutes. Nobody wanted to score to the last 5 minutes of the game, but Missouri did enough to get out of there with a win, and that's all that matters, I guess, when you look at things like that. Todd Glenn said, I really hope our team doesn't pay attention to the national media hype. Yeah, that's another thing that me and Jordan Dealmaker was talking about. It's good to get ranked and everything. It's good to have that number by your name, but you also got to stay grounded. You got to stay humble. You got to stay hungry. You can't let that number get into your head, right? Because once you start seeing numbers beside your name, you start believing the hype. And if you ain't careful, if you ain't got good support system around you, good coaches, it can get the best of you. And these young men can go out there and kind of let the guard down, which I don't think they will. I think Coach Beamer and the staff does a real good job of keeping these guys focused, right? Keeping them in the flow of things, keeping them grounded, humble, like I said, hungry for winning the next one. Not a lot of stock winning to South Carolina this year coming into the season. Pick what to finish like win 5 games or something like that, 5.5 games with the projected over under, I guess it was. So we've exceeded that and still got more work to do. Okay, we still got more work to do. We got Missouri, we got Wofford, we got Clemson around out the year. All 3 of them games are winnable, but we're not going to try to get too far ahead of the schedule. We're going to focus on Missouri, which is tomorrow, 4:15, like I said. Loud, packed out Williams-Brice Stadium, expecting that. And like I said, 2 teams that has pretty similar defense. Both of these defenses are hungry and wanting to get after the quarterback and stop the run. Just looking at their rush defense, South Carolina's 14th, giving up 107 yards. Missouri is 51st, which ain't bad, but they give up like 133 yards and 10 touchdowns. South Carolina's giving up 12 touchdowns rushing. So both of these 2 teams, like I said, pretty similar. Third down defense. South Carolina's 38th at 35%. Missouri's 7th. They only give up 29% on third down. So we got to keep this game in third and short, third and manageable. We cannot get behind the sticks. We can't get penalties that sets us back in third and long. We can't, like I said, like Coach Beamer said, we can't shoot ourselves in the foot. We can't do dumb penalties to kind of, stall drives or hurt us, get us out of our game plan. We got to keep it third and manageable, third and short. Pass defense, South Carolina's 32nd, 194 yards per game, and Missouri's 161 yards per game, 8th. So they got a stingy secondary, it looks like, just based on the numbers. Like I said, we can talk about these numbers, but you can't really tell a lot until you get out there and see it on the field. And like Mr. Todd said, these numbers could be skewed because of who Missouri's played. Now, I'm not going to shit on Missouri's schedule because, they make these schedules out years in advance, and you never know what kind of team you have. So you play who you got, and that's what your record is. So sacks allowed, of course, everybody knows South Carolina's given up a ton of sacks this year. We're pretty much, 130, 129, something like that. We're almost dead. We're near the bottom of the country in sacks given up. So here lately, offensive line has been playing pretty good, or been playing good. What's up, Scott? How you doing? Coach Beamer and staff, they've rolled Lenoris out of the pocket. They got him out of the pocket and got him away from the pressure. The tight ends have been blocking better. The running backs have been picking up some blocks. Like I said, it's been a contribution of everybody on the team as far as, kind of limiting the sacks, through these last, 3-4 games, I think it is. But we do give up about 3.5 sacks a game on average. This is on average. And like I said, a lot of them came in the beginning of the season when we were still trying to work through some of the blocking issues and the schemes and things like that. So looks like we may have that kind of worked out, like I said, with the help of rolling Lenoris out of the pocket. When he's seeing the field better, he's starting to settle down. And like I said, he's got his vision's a lot better than what it was in the beginning of the season. And he's a redshirt freshman. So, things have to slow down for a young man because before the season, he only played in 4 mop-up duty games last year. I think it was 3 or 4 against teams that were already beaten anyway. So he didn't really get the, a whole lot of playing time to actually face competition that would be coming at him at such a high speed or more speed than, the teams he did play. And so I think things are kind of settled down for him, and he's getting into a rhythm. He's, like I said, he's being a little more comfortable in the pocket, climbing up in the pocket when he feels the pressure around him, getting out of the pocket. The design quarterback runs have been on time, it seems like, here lately. And that, like I said, I think that's what's been a good contribution to the number of sacks going down, here recently. Scoring defense, both of these 2 teams give up about 18 points per game defensively. So, like I said, it could be a defensive struggle, in this game. I really like our defense with Dylan Stewart and Kyle Kennard coming off the edge. Our interior defensive line with Tonka, Boogie, TJ. I mean, it's phenomenal. I really like that. Now, the question for Missouri tomorrow, who's going to be the quarterback? I've seen things all over Twitter. People put fake stuff out there. Brady Cook is on the injury report as doubtful. So will he start? I don't know. Will he play? Who knows? But they got two quarterbacks that are capable of running the offense in Drew Pine and Brady Cook, whichever one is put out there. Both, like I said, both of these guys can run the offense. Drew Pine transferred in from Notre Dame, I believe it was. That sounds about right. But he transferred in, and like I said, they got Brady Cook back. And who knows? I mean, like I said, who knows who's going to start for Missouri? But either way, I think South Carolina is going to be prepared for both of them. Both of these guys can get out of the pocket and run with it as well. They got three premier wide receivers, or at least two. One of them doubtful as well. Mookie Cooper is on the doubtful list as far as healthy for tomorrow's game. You got Theo Weiss and Luther Burden, two explosive wide receivers. They also got a tight end that I heard that I haven't watched a whole lot of Missouri football. I've watched some here and there, but they got a tight end they like to go to as well. If I can see if I can get his name up. Let's see here. Something Norfleet, I think it is. Here lately they've been going to him as well. So they got guys that can get the ball to. The two running backs they got in the transfers, Noel and Carroll. Both of them's having pretty decent years, 500 and some yards for one and a little over 400 yards for the other one. So both of these guys can run the ball. Just I don't think it panned out the way they thought it was going to be for them too. I guess they thought they was going to have another one of the stud running backs like they had last year that was in there, but so far they hasn't panned out to that level yet. Cody Schrader, I think it was. So they haven't panned out to that level yet, but who knows? They're going to have a tough game tomorrow running against a very good South Carolina defense, I feel, and vice versa for South Carolina. We're going to have looks like according to the stats, unless we can, put together a real good, solid game plan, we can we may have a tough day sledding, running the ball tomorrow. I expect Rocket to have a good game tomorrow, another solid game. I think he's like 300 yards, a little over 300 yards from 1,000 yards rushing on the season. So that's very much in play as well. We haven't had a 1,000-yard running back since Kevin Harris back in 2020. Was that it? COVID year, I believe it was. So yeah. So I mean, as far as but like I said, as far as the defense, like I said, two stingy defenses. Who's going to be able to make the more explosive plays from the offensive side of the ball? Who's going to be able to move the line of scrimmage? Who's going to generate big plays out there? South Carolina, we got quarterback Lenore Sellers, wide receiver. We haven't really had one to kind of separate itself, to stand out a lot. Nick Harbor had a pretty solid game last week. Tight end Joshua Simon is playing some good ball right now. But outside of that, we really hasn't had any other wide receiver to kind of separate themselves. So it's been more of a Lenore's Rocket and Josh Simon show here lately. It seems like anyway. But we need more wide receivers to start separating themselves, get out there and contribute, and get open. That seemed to be the key here lately. Lack of being able to get open by the wide receiver. So hopefully we can get some. We can exploit some part of the secondary of Missouri tomorrow and get some wide receivers active in the game. Outside of Nick Harbor, outside of Joshua Simon, because I would love to see more guys get involved in this game. Let's see what the comment was. We do need to get that monkey off our back there, Todd. We haven't beaten Missouri since 2018, before Eli Drinkwitz got there. We've never beaten Eli Drinkwitz's team. When he was at Appalachian State, he come to Williams-Brice and flat out embarrassed us, on our home field. And then he went to Missouri And ever since he's been there, we just haven't been able to get over the hump to beat that guy. I mean, that's just one guy that he hurts you. He's got that face you just want to punch. Little goofy looking guy, but he's effective. So you got to give the man props for being a solid coach there. We got, like I said, we got to get that monkey off our back, and we got to beat him. We got to beat him this weekend, and I think this is the team to do it. I think this is the team to do it. We bring the team in that we had last week offensively, and our defense continue to show out. I feel like we can do it, and we'll get to the prediction here in a little bit. Mr. Attaway Jr. said, we can beat this team. Our defense isn't going to change, and we know we can run the football with anyone. Yeah, we have proven that here lately. Down the stretch, we have proven that we have been able to effectively run the ball with Rocket, with Attaway, with Sellers, whoever back there. We've been able to effectively move the ball, move the chains, and that's got to continue tomorrow. That has definitely got to continue tomorrow. If it doesn't, then we could be in trouble. But I got faith that Coach Beamer, Coach Loggins, Coach Elliott, all them guys are going to be ready. Got these guys locked in, got them focused, and we'll see. I can't wait for this game to start, man. I can't wait. There's another comment I saw that I wanted to address real quick. Something about the quarterback situation. I think Mr. Todd said, yeah, he said somewhere I read Pine has an illness. I think that was just bogus. I think that was somebody bogus on Twitter. So I wouldn't put too much stock into reading anything outside of a Missouri, like a Missouri website. Yeah, I wouldn't put too much stock into that. Wake up tomorrow, watch SEC Network, College Game Day. They'll tell you probably more than that. When it comes to Twitter, don't believe everything you read on there. There's a lot of people on there trying to, mess with our heads, trying to get in our minds and tell us things that we want to hear. So we can't do that. We can't buy into the bull crap. Just if the Missouri website doesn't put it out, then wait till in the morning, College Game Day. I'm pretty sure somebody will have an answer on one of them college football shows in the morning, letting everybody know who's going to start, who's out, whatever. Let me see. As far as South Carolina, we didn't really have anybody out that's I would say a key factor. I know I'd like to have everybody back and healthy, of course, but nobody. Josiah Thompson, he was probable, but he came off the recent one that I just saw a while ago, so he's no longer probable. Looks like he may be available for South Carolina. And like I said, Brady Cook's doubtful. Mookie Cooper, one of their wide receivers they like to go to, is doubtful as well. And yeah, I don't see Drew Pine on there anywhere. So until somebody actually comes out and says that, don't believe the hype. Just think as if Brady Cook's playing tomorrow. So let's see here. Their starting center is out from an injury last week. Okay, I didn't see that. Maybe I had to go back. I don't know where I saw that other list at, but yeah, that could be a big deal as well for Missouri. Trying to bring in another center, a new center. The quarterback exchange with somebody that he may not be too familiar with could cause a turnover or two in the game, could cause some mistiming, some bad snaps or errant snaps. So we'll see as far as who all's healthy for tomorrow. What's up, Mr. Harry? How you doing, brother? Happy Friday to you, man. Happy Friday to everybody. Make sure everybody's hitting that like button. Subscribe if you're new. It's all appreciated. Like I said, if anybody wants to donate to the channel, you can do that as well. It's not necessary, but it is appreciated. So, but yeah, good matchup tomorrow between these two teams. Let's see here. What else I was going to read here? I mean, if Brady Cook goes, I mean, he's probably the more polished quarterback of the two on the season. He's completing about 63% of his passes. Has about 1,600 yards almost, 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. He has been sacked 16 times. So, there's that, and we have the studs up front and the defensive line. We also got the edge rushers as well. So we got the guys to contain him in the pocket, get pressure on him, and it's just a matter of keeping him in the pocket one. And when we get there, make it count. Put him on his back, and let him know we're there and we mean business. So, Drew Pine, if he plays, he's got about 400 yards. So he hasn't played a ton of snaps. I think 82 attempts. Yeah, he's only had 82 attempts on the year, about 400 yards, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. So he's one of the guys that we could rattle, and he probably have a tendency to turn it over. So, like I said, the receiving core, Theo Weiss, about 550 yards, 3 touchdowns. Luther Burden, 500 yards, 4 touchdowns. Mookie Cooper, 235 yards. I think he's just starting to come into the game as far as being a contributor. But, with him being, what was he, doubtful, I think it was. But with him being doubtful, who knows if he's even going to show up tomorrow and play. So, like I said, we'll see when that thing kicks off who's going to be out there playing or not. So, Todd Glenn said we'll be leaving shortly to watch Tyson fight. Yeah, I'm not into all that stuff, but hey, appreciate you stopping by, Mr. Todd. To each their own. I'm not a big boxing fan, and I'm really not into whatever that is, like big old money thing. I'm not into that kind of stuff, but I appreciate you stopping by, man. I hope you have hope it's a good fight, if that's what you're looking for. I hope it's a good fight, and I hope whoever you think wins knocks whoever out. Knocks out Paul. So you pulling for Tyson. So yeah, I don't know. I can't get into that stuff. I can't get into it. I got football on right now, watching some Wyoming and was at Howard, North Carolina Central, and Washington, I think it is, in UCLA. So I got some of the college football games on, and I was watching West Virginia basketball, but it looked like my TV went out for some reason. So, but getting back to the game, like I said, they got explosive weapons. We got explosive weapons with Rocket, Norris, Joshua Simon. We got explosive weapons on the offense as well. Can our offensive line match up good with their defense? Can we keep LaNorris upright? Can we keep him clean in the pocket? When he gets some pressure, can we get him outside the pocket? Will he climb in the pocket, hold on to the ball, take care of the ball? That's the main thing right there. We got to take care of the football offensively. And Todd Glenn said 58 versus 28-year-old. Okay. Yeah, I'm not into all that, but yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, offensively, we got to take care of the ball and be effective on offense. Move the line of scrimmage back. Don't let their defense win the line of scrimmage against us. They did. Didn't they? Their defensive coordinator left, and so they're starting a new defensive coordinator, Corey Batoon. So their defense is pretty solid. It ain't what it used to. It ain't what it was last year, but it's still a solid defense, and we got to be able to effectively run on it, like Mr. Attaway said earlier, and we got to get some explosive plays down the field. I would like to see us go deep several times just to test it out, man. You got to let these teams know that you're not scared to push the ball down the field. You can't do that. You can't be scared to do that. You got to let them know that you're going to explore. You're going to play the whole field. You're not just going to run the ball and little dump off swing passes. What I would like to see again, though, would be a good running back screen like we had last week. I think that was refreshing to see for most Gamecock fans because that's something we haven't seen all year long was a running back screen, and it worked perfectly. You had the offensive lineman out there blocking down the field, had the wide receivers, tight ends blocking down the field. It was a beauty. It was a beauty to see. And that just goes to show you we are capable of doing that. Now, will we go back to doing that? Will we rely? Will we when we find something successful, will we keep doing it until they stop it? I hope so. That's what I've been preaching all year long, because we have a tendency to, when we find something that's working, we'll do it a couple times, and we'll go right away from it and never come back to it. And I think I was always told if it's not broke, don't try to fix it. So keep running, keep running, keep doing the play until they stop it. That's going to be something I want to see tomorrow. And like I said, Lenoir should take care of the football. Defensively, we got to lock down their receivers. Like I said, they got a couple good receivers out there. And if the Mookie Cooper plays, that's 3. So Judge Collier, Bakari Swain, O'Donnell Fortune, Nicky Minwari, all these guys going to have their hands full tomorrow. Okay. And it helps them out a lot if we can get pressure on the quarterback and disrupt their timing, make him throw the ball too early, make him throw it out of bounds, make him scramble, get it in his way, get it in his vision. That way you can't see guys, open potentially or trying to get open, right? You got to disrupt his timing, and then that all starts with the defensive line up front and the edge rushers of Stewart and Kennard. And let's see here. Besides Sellers, our O-line has been playing better as the year goes along. Yeah, that's what I said earlier. Offensively, I mean, we've kept Lenoir upright here recently. I don't think he took a sack in the last. Did he take a sack in the last 2 games? I can't remember. But we kept him upright, and like I said, that's a contribution of many areas of the team, right? Not just the offensive line, but the play calling. We've rolled the pocket out away from the pressure. Lenoir has climbed in the pocket when he felt the pressure. He's avoided the pressure. Houdiniac last week, he ducked that guy about the 3-yard line or whatever it was, got out of that, kept the play alive, kept his eyes down the field. And that's something that he didn't do early in the season, and it's good to see that he's adjusted to that and doing that this year. But he's kept his eyes down the field, and he did that last week. He connected on that big, Jared Brown, I believe it was, on that 51-yard pass play. That was a thing of beauty. Like I said, he's got to see things like that. And the wide receivers has to, when they see him scrambling like that, they got to come to him. They got to get open. They got to figure a way to get open, to give him a target, give him a body to throw to. But like I said, going back to the O-line thing, yeah, blocking has been good here lately. It's been better than it was in the beginning of the year. And it's beautiful to see. It's beautiful to see both of these two sides of the ball, offense and defense, kind of come together and kind of play, feed off each other. And what's the word I'm trying to think of? They feed off each other. What's it called? Complement each other. So it's good to see, the offense and defense complement each other here the last few games, and looking forward to that tomorrow. Let's see. Andrew said Sellers has matured and gotten better as the season has gone along, as has the O-line's run blocking abilities. Yeah, that's what I was just alluding to. It's like they're starting to get it. It's starting to click for the offensive line, for Lenoir, for the tight ends, for the running backs, to pick up their blocks, to scramble, get away from pressure for Lenoir, and continue to keep his eyes down the field and make things happen. So, like I said, it's been a good thing to see here recently that the offensive line has come together and complemented our defense, because our defense is one hell of a defense. They are hungry, humble, fly to the ball, attack. I mean, it is something to see, man. I ain't seen a defense like this in a while, man. It's been a while since I've seen a good South Carolina defense like this. And we got 2 guys chasing a couple of Jadeveon Clowney's sack records or whatever. I think Kennard is 3.5 away from tying Jadavion's single season sack record. And Stewart is, I want to say 2.5 or 3 away from tying Jadavion's freshman sack record. So got a couple records out on the line for a couple guys to try to hit this year. Will they do it? I don't know. I'd love to see both of them do it. I think that'd be phenomenal. I think that would just get, that would be a great compliment to how hard these guys, have worked this year, how much they have put into the program, how much they believed in the system, in the process that Clayton White has been preaching to these guys. So hopefully they both can do that. It won't be, the end all be all if they don't, but I think it'd be good to see, one or if not both of them get it. Yeah, Mr. Harry, just beat Mizzou. Yeah, exactly. That's the motto tomorrow. Go in there, kick their teeth in, and get out of there with the win. Take the trophy, that little Mayor's Cup or whatever they call that trophy. I don't even care about the trophy. Let's just beat Missouri's ass. I don't care about no trophy. It's good, I guess, to brag, I guess, but yeah, just take the W. I don't care about the trophy. Mark, what's up, Mark? How you doing? I think you commented earlier. I might have missed it. He said, I think at halftime the game will be over with for Mizzou. Wow. I don't know, man. I don't know. We got to create some turnovers for that to happen, I believe. I think we need to create a couple of defensive scores in order for that to happen. But I think Missouri's defense may keep them in this game a little longer than halftime. Kind of like that game, 2 weeks ago with Texas A&M. So I feel like they're going to keep it close the first half. I could be wrong. Like I said, I'm just a freaking fanatic here. I just love my Gamecocks. I'm just on here rambling, talking about my team, and I'm glad I have you guys here to listen to me. And but I see Missouri hanging in this game the first half. I hope I'm wrong. I hope you're right. I hope we put it on their throat and just crush their will to live out there. To be honest with you, because like I said, I'm tired of losing to that freaking Dort. I'm tired of losing to Eli Drinkowitz. So we got to get that monkey off our back. We got to get that win. We got to beat them, because this is a South Carolina team that's capable of doing it. This is a team that's real capable of doing it. In that streak against Missouri, like I said earlier, haven't beaten them since 2018. And all y'all Gamecock fans, y'all know. I ain't telling y'all nothing y'all don't know. If you've been a Gamecock fan longer than 10 years or more, you probably know. You probably know already. Just got to do it. Got to put it together. Got to put a solid game plan together. Take care of the ball. No penalties. Limit the penalties, and just play sound fundamental defense. I think our defense will carry us. We just got to get our offense to complement us a little bit tomorrow, and I think we'll be okay. Let's see. Todd Gwynn said the first half of the first 5 minutes. LOL. Yeah, I mean, if we can have a what game was that? Oklahoma. We can have an Oklahoma 5 minute. Yeah, that game might be over by the end. But like I said, we'll see. We'll see as far as that. See what else I was going to talk about here. I already talked about who's in, who's out. As far as I know, no surprises. Brady Cook is doubtful, like I said earlier. I don't know what else to talk about there as far as that. We do have some big time visitors tomorrow. Scott said, hopefully Jordan was a week off on his 2 defensive scores. Yeah, he still said it. Yeah, he'll probably call for that tomorrow. We'll see. I don't know why he's not on here, but I'm pretty sure he's got a good reason. I'm pretty sure. Maybe he fell asleep. I don't know. Maybe somebody called him about a deer. Maybe he went coon hunting. I don't know. I don't do none of them, so I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you if that's even in season or what. But he's gone doing whatever he's doing, and I'm here with y'all. And I appreciate everybody. Hit that thumbs up, like I said, subscribe if you're new. And yeah, we're gonna like I said, we got some commitments coming tomorrow. Got some visitors coming in tomorrow. I haven't seen the whole list, or I haven't seen a list of it because I'm not in the know as far as all that. I haven't looked at it, but I do know there's one 4-star defensive edge that's coming tomorrow. Supposed to be there tomorrow. I think we got Lex Cyrus coming in as well. The commitment from Pennsylvania, he'll be there tomorrow, I believe. But we got 4-star edge rusher Jared Smith. He committed to Auburn. I guess he's shopping around, looking around, whatever you want to call it. He's supposed to be there tomorrow at Williams-Brice for the game. So if you're there, show the man some love, right? Be loud, cheer on the team. Let him know that, South Carolina is the best atmosphere in college football. Let him know that the fans do care about college football. We all know that. We all know what kind of fans we are, how passionate we are. But he may not know deep down. So show that man some love and show him what South Carolina football is all about when the sun goes down and the lights turn on at Williams-Brice. Sandstorm, 70, 80,000 fans rocking and rolling. Show that young man a good time tomorrow. And hopefully we can get him to flip his commitment to South Carolina. Because let's be honest, we're gonna need some players next year. Our defense is gonna be turned over, I guess you can say. Defensive line, a lot of that's gonna be gone next year, as far as I know. I don't think anybody has any eligibility left that can come back, as far as I know. Tonka Boogie, and so I think TJ can come back. I think he's got another year. But Kennard, he's done. So we're going to need another solid edge rusher. Could he be the guy? Could Dez be the guy? We don't know. Dez played some, but he hasn't made a big impact like Dylan Stewart has. So we need to bring some guys in next year through the transfer portal and through the high school ranking to shore up our defense next year. Right now, I don't think we have a whole lot of defensive players signed for next class. So we may be digging into the portal for defensive linemen, and hopefully we can get lucky and get another Kyle Kennard out of the transfer portal or better. I don't know how much better you can get in that, but hopefully we can get something to kind of, take his spot, fill in that opposite end of Dylan Stewart. And I know there's a lot of buzz out there about Dylan Stewart negotiating a new NIL deal. The man deserves to get paid. Now, do I believe he deserves to get paid what I heard he's supposed to be getting? No, I don't. But that's what we are in college football. Last number I heard was they were, I guess, negotiating like a $1.7 million deal with Dylan Stewart. So, like I said, that's where we are in college football. It's sad. It's sad to say that, but that's where we are. The young man does deserve to get paid, but I think 1.7 is a lot of money. But we'll see. That's just what I heard the negotiation was. Because a lot of Gamecock fans are worried he's going to hit the portal and end up at Georgia or Ohio State or one of these big name big programs out there that would fork up the money. Oregon, teams like that could get the man there. And I honestly, if I had to put a beat on it, I would say he's not going nowhere. I think he's locked into South Carolina. I think he's locked into South Carolina. I think he loves Coach Beamer and the staff. And if you ever seen the guy at a game, he is the most mild-mannered, humble-looking young man that you would know. I mean, you wouldn't even know he's a big-time recruit the way he, carries himself, coming to games last year before he was actually on the team. Because I went to all the home games, and every time I seen him when he was there, he just looked so like down to earth, so relaxed, so humble, and he didn't let the moment get to him. And as we see on the field this year, he hasn't let the moment be too big for him this year. So he's proven his number one ranking overall for the class of 24. So let's see. Andrew said, good night, Mr. Todd. Appreciate you stopping by. Good luck to Mike Tyson, I guess. That's how you want to win. Hope they both beat each other, brains out. But, like I said, it don't matter to me. I don't care too much for it. But Andrew said Dylan Stewart does need to get paid that much. If he isn't, somebody else will get him from the portal by the end of the year. Like I said, I don't think he'd go anywhere. But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just giving you my opinion, my thoughts. He also followed that up with, it's crazy nowadays. Coaches have to recruit their roster year in and year out with NIL money, but that is the world we live in. Yeah, every year we're gonna have to re-recruit everybody. Yeah, everybody. We got to, because there's always a team coming after the big guys on, the big production players on the team. So everybody's gonna be coming after them. So Coach Beamer, the staff, they always gonna have to keep re-recruiting these young men if they want to keep them. They got to sell them and resell them every year. And if it takes NIL money to keep them, then we either pony up and pay the kids, or like you said, they could be gone. But I don't get that vibe off of Dylan Stewart. And like I said, I could be wrong. I've been known to be wrong. That's my wife. She'll tell you. She'll tell you more than I will. But I don't know. I just don't see him going nowhere. Like I said, I think he loves Coach Beamer and the vision Coach Beamer has for the team. And I think he's locked in with the Gamecocks for at least another year. I think so. But like I said, I could be wrong. It wouldn't be the first time. But like I said, going back to the game tomorrow, I'm excited. I'm ready to get this thing going. I got some football on right here in North Texas, UTSA, UCLA, and Washington, and Colorado State, Wyoming. And I'm just pumped up. I'm ready for it tomorrow. I'm ready to get this game going. And I want to see South Carolina crush Missouri. The weather's supposed to be nice, I heard. A little cool at the end, or as it gets close to halftime and as the sun goes down, it'll be a little cooler out there. So if you go in, make sure you dress warm, make sure you bundled up good. If you're not too liquored up, I guess. But I'm not promoting underage drinking or anything like that. Be responsible. But it's going to be a little cool as the sun goes down, and the pads are going to be smashing. And hopefully, South Carolina's offense is going to be running wild all over Missouri. I think, like I said earlier, I think South Carolina needs to take care of the football first and foremost. Limit the penalties like they have the last couple of games. Limit the penalties. Don't get in third and long. Keep Missouri in third and long. Okay, keep them in third and long. Because if you do that, you allow our defense to pin their ears back and come after the quarterback and disrupt them. So keep Missouri in third down and long on defense. Take care of the football. Limit the penalties, and just lean on the run, because I think Rocket has come into his form. He has come into his form the last couple games. He's rushed for over 100 yards the last 2 or 3 games, I think it is. I don't have the stats right here in front of me, but I want to say I know he's rushed the last 2 games over 100 yards. I can't remember if he's had a third game or not. Let's see. Vanderbilt, yes. Oklahoma, I don't think he did. No, I think he did have 100 in Oklahoma. But let's see here. No, he didn't. He only had 33 in that game. Yeah, we didn't have a good running game in Oklahoma. But he's coming to his form here lately. He looks like the old Rocket Sanders of 2022 when he was at Arkansas. He's got his body back right, eating better, healthy as ever, and he's been running mean here lately. He's been running mean lately. Matter of fact, all the running backs that's run lately has been running pretty mean. Attaway had some good runs last week as well. Hopefully we see him in there. Maybe we see a 1-2 punch tomorrow. And but either way, we got to run around the edge. We got to get off the edges with our run game. And just find the weaknesses on Missouri's defense and exploit it and keep going after it until they figure out how to stop it. And if they can't figure it out, keep your foot on the throat, keep your foot on the jugular, and just choke them out with your boot, right? So, but that's the keys, man. Just like I said, taking care of the ball, running smart football, and rely on the defense. We got a solid unit out there. I don't want to predict any kind of numbers for the quarterbacks or anything like that, but I will tell you that in this game, I think Missouri's struggling offensively. They're not as potent as they probably would like to be and what a lot of people thought they were going to be this year from an offensive standpoint. But their defense is pretty solid. Now, if you want to look at their body of work, do that. I mean, they haven't played a whole lot. They haven't played a schedule like South Carolina. Let's just say that. But offensively, they've been struggling here lately. And if they struggle tomorrow night, it could be a bad game for Missouri. But in this game, I got South Carolina winning this game 34-20. I think it's going to be right about the point spread. I think it's right now at what, 13.5, 14. According to ESPN, it's 13.5, and over/under is like 41.5. And they give us a 69.6% chance to win. So I think I like us better than that. I think I'd probably put it more like an 80-20 with our defense and if our offense can cook. But, yeah, that's where I got us at, about 34-20. Yeah, that might do it for this. Like I said, I was hoping my buddy Jordan Dealmaker would be on here, but he didn't. So I think I made it through what I wanted to talk about. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm kind of trying to get through these things, trying to figure this whole YouTube out and just having a good time. I may not be the most professional one on here, maybe kind of here and there, but I do my best, and I love talking about my Gamecocks. All right, Mr. Attaway. I hope Oscar can get in there, man. I hope he can get in there and do some big things tomorrow. I believe he will get it. I believe he'll get some playing time tomorrow and do some things. Spell Rocket a little bit. I want to see him have a breakout game, to be honest with you. Scott said, I hope you're right. I hope so too. If not, it's all good. That's the thing about this YouTube thing, man. We all just make good guesses. We all just make good. We just talk about what we know, give our thoughts on it, and make a prediction. If you're right, you're right. If you're wrong, guess what? You're gonna wake up the next day. You're gonna wake up the next day, hopefully, if the good Lord allows you to, and just keep going on to the next one. That's all we can do. There's no exact science here. It's all speculation and knowledge. I get a little bit of knowledge for me anyway, a little bit of knowledge. But yeah, I hope he has a good game tomorrow. Appreciate that, Mr. Oscar. Appreciate that, sir. You have safe travels to Columbia and back home, and give my best to Oscar. And like I said, I hope to see the young man have a breakout game tomorrow. He's put in a lot of good work for us this year. So appreciate that, Mr. Harry. Like I said, I'm just talking. I'm just rambling and talking. So, but make sure everybody hit that like button, subscribe if you're new here. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. And if you want to tomorrow, I do my live fan reaction watch along of the game. I'll be getting loud. I'll be might say some words I probably shouldn't say, but I'm gonna be emotional as always. So I encourage and invite any and everybody to come hang out with me and get in the chat, and let's just get mad, get happy, shout, scream, whatever at the game, and let's cheer on our Gamecocks, which is the most important thing. Is continue to cheer on these guys. These guys put in a whole lot of work, a whole lot of preparation, and it shouldn't go unnoticed. And that's the same thing for the fans that's going to be in the stadium. If you're going, keep your butts in the seat. Keep your butts in the seat. It doesn't take, I mean, it's what, 3.5, 4-hour football game. Keep your butt in the seats and cheer on these guys. Let them know you appreciate what they do. Show your love to them, and yeah, because that's what it's all about. So, but I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate everybody. And like I said, tomorrow at 4, I think about 4:10, I should be on here for the game. The game kicks off at 4:15 on the SEC Network. And like I said, I got South Carolina winning this game, getting that monkey off our back, beating that dork Eli Drinkowitz 34-20 is what I got. I hope I'm wrong. I do. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it's like 60-3. No, I want to shut them out. Screw that. I want to shut them out. That'd be the icing on the cake for this weekend. But that's what I got for this game. I appreciate everybody for tuning in, for hanging out with me. Y'all have a blessed night. Be safe. God bless you. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.